Have you ever wondered why some people look and feel half their age? It's no secret. Millions of people are now using laser therapy to treat everything from chronic pain, fat loss, nail fungus, and more. By applying specific laser colors, you can achieve different drug-like effects, all without harmful side effects presented by prescription medications. For example, NSAIDs such as ibuprofen work through biochemistry to effectively suppress your immune system to reduce inflammation, resulting in pain loss. However, as this drug passes through your system, it leaves side effects in its wake. Lasers can be used to target and stimulate the mitochondria of a cell to increase the energy production within the cell, so it can perform essential functions needed to stabilize. The increase in mitochondria energy provided by the Zirconia laser will produce signaling molecules shown to activate various beneficial biological changes. And with Zirconia's various products utilizing different wavelengths, you can take total control over these biological changes, such as fat loss with our green laser products proven to shrink fat cells, stimulating the body to create antifungal and antibacterial agents with our red-violet laser products, and increasing blood flow and nutrients with our handheld or scanner red laser products, proven to decrease pain, reduce inflammation, and accelerate recovery times.
Hello, welcome for our people that are online joining us tonight. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Charles Gaines, and you have joined us on the Dr. Bradley will be joining us here in just a second with active health care and holiday stress, health hacks. Q&A with Dr. David Bradley. We are so glad you joined us tonight. We are going to be taking live questions. Dr. Bradley has some tips to give us tonight. I'm going to bring him on stage right now. I'd love to have him join us. Welcome, Dr. Bradley.
Thank you so much. Welcome to everybody that's coming on. Thank you so much for getting on. We're going to be talking about health hacks for the holidays for you. This is the most blessed, happy time of year for the most important, in my opinion, holiday that we come across in America. And it's also, like they say, the best of times, the worst of times. It is the most stressful time that we have, I think, to get everything right, to be able to have a Christmas that everybody will enjoy, that will be memorable, and to be able to meet the expectations of what Christmas means for us. So again, it's one of the most stressful times that we have because of everything that we're doing. And along that line, we want to take a look at what are we really doing? Why are we getting stressed? Now, we're going to get to hacks in a minute. But first off, I want to get to the front end of why we're doing the stress. And then, hey, perhaps we won't have to keep doing that. So the first thing, foremost, raise your hand if you think you're feeling rushed. This time of year, rushing for this, rushing that. We just get out of Thanksgiving, and by golly, you start out the day after Thanksgiving going into Christmas. Black Friday, buy this, buy that, go rush over here, get these things. Who wants what? Do all this. Your schedule is filled up. You have work commitments, you have work parties, you have home parties, you have things you got to go do. You got to go shopping, you got to do the wrapping, you got to go mail the things. Rushed, 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 rushed. Our schedules are full, our calendars are full. Well, first off, learn to say no. No, I don't have time to do that. And somebody asks you, a family member even says, well, I'd really like to, but that's not going to work out with my schedule. I thank you so much for thinking of me, and I wish I could. Or I'm sorry, I can't help you. I don't have that time available for this. Okay, so say no. It's okay to say no. You get to have boundaries, especially if you have family members or friends that have no boundaries. Tell them no, you can't come over. Secondly, how about you just take a deep breath? When was the last time you took a deep breath? Now, y'all have been in the office with me. You know, I'm getting kind of high energy in the office. But I'll stop and I'll take a breath. So let's try that right now. What we're going to do is I want you to just take a deep breath, and I want you to breathe in through your nose for 4 seconds and out through your mouth for 4 seconds. And while you're breathing deeply, I want you to just stop everything and concentrate on your breathing. Now, when you take that deep breath in, your belly is supposed to push out. So use the diaphragm, push the belly out, and get the deep breath in. So let's try that. Take a deep breath in through your nose. If any of you have watched Cesar Millan, the dog whisperer, when he gets a dog that's in a crazy brain, he snaps them on the side of the neck, or he makes them lay down, lay on their back. And their brain goes from crazy to calm and submissive, as he calls it. Well, when we take those deep breaths like that, it calms our brain down, and therefore our body. There's some science behind it. If you want to know that, we'll have another webinar on how to do science stuff with these things, but there's science that goes behind that. So take that deep breath in where you're feeling stressed, driving in heavy traffic. Take that deep breath and blow it out, and be mindful of where you are and what you're about. Something else that's going to help you with getting the stress reduced. How do you manage the stress? Is you manage lists. You make a list of what you're supposed to do throughout the day. Now, when I go into my office, we've had to put together a list of things that my office manager needs for me to get done for that day to help her get her job done and help me get my job done with taking care of the patients. Because I am very focused on a patient during the day. I'm very focused on what's in front of me right there. And so this list lets me get out of that focus on a patient to focus on the list. Now, when you make your list, you have to manage your expectations for the day. If you got 20 things that you got to get done for the day, you're not going to get 20 things done. If one item takes you 8 hours to get it done, you're not going to have the other ones to get done. So you have to manage your expectations. Other people in business, they call it time management. Well, this is life management. So in doing that, you need to prioritize your list. What is the most important thing on your list that you got to get done? That's one. Second, two, three. Now, if you got 20 things on your list, that's great. I go to my office, there's a big list. I take the first one that needs to get done. Get that one taken care of. The second one, the third one. If you get the top 3 things done on your list, you've won for the day. If you get more than that, oh, you're a superstar. You get 10 things done on your list, you're an Olympic winner. You got a Nobel Peace Prize. So just consider, if we put things on lists and manage that list, your stress level is going to drop tremendously. It just does. It helps me tremendously to do this. Now, another thing is that we have to do with our lists is expectations, I said. Well, if you're a perfectionist like I can be, you're also a procrastinator. Perfectionism and procrastination are the twins. So if somebody is procrastinating all the time, they're generally going to be somebody that is as a perfectionist. Because if you can't get it done perfectly, you're not going to do it. Now, guess what we look at for Christmas is a perfect Christmas. So anybody seen that National Lampoon where the guy's looking for the perfect Christmas, the perfect lights? Well, there is no perfection. So kind of give that up. That'll help with the procrastination. That'll help with your mindset. Just go back to your list. And perfection is the enemy of great. You can have a great celebration. It's not perfect. And guess what? You're never going to have perfect. So just kind of give that up. Let it go. Let people be people. And that's one thing to consider. People are people. People are going to screw up and let you down. And that's okay. Because you know what? You're going to be that person at some point. And just give a lot of grace for that. Now let's talk about family and friends. I really want to emphasize this. We love these people. Well, most of the family. But we want to keep family and friends to family and friends. And if you put perfectionism on them and they disappoint you, you're going to be mad at them. And guess what? That's going to ruin your Christmas spirit, not necessarily theirs. So let family and friends be family and friends. Let people be people. People are going to screw up. People are going to disappoint. So let's just go ahead and get that part out of the way right away. Now, with Christmas holidays, with the stress factors, we have dinner parties and celebrations, which some you're planning, some that you're going to. But ultimately, let's just start at home. Newly married couple, two different families. Who gets Christmas? Who gets Christmas Eve? Or you have, two different sets of parents and they live in different places. Who gets to have the kids? So don't fight over the kids. Don't fight over who gets what. So, it's a day to celebrate. And really and truly, Christmas Day was not really established when Christ was born. More than likely, he was born in the spring, from the theologians that I've talked with. And so it's an artificial date for a celebration of the birth of Christ. So whenever you get together with your family, if it's the day before, a week before, the day after Christmas, a week after Christmas, you're there to celebrate the birth of Christ, the gift that was given. And then you're giving gifts and celebrating and enjoying your family, your friends. So kind of take that off the plate as well. It's going to help you a lot. It's going to help you a lot just to back up and say, okay, I love these folks. We're going to be this. Let's have a joyous Christmas when you're able to get together. Okay. So when you host a party, a lot of times it's just way too much for you to do. And you'll have somebody that's coming to the party, family members, they say, oh, what can I do? What can I do? You go, oh, I got it covered. No, you don't. Ask for help. Somebody's going to give you help. Let them help you. They're giving you a gift. And this is a season of gift giving. Let them help you. And then let's say you have family or friends that are coming that aren't being helpful and you need help. Ask for help. You know somebody that can cook greens and you want greens? Hey, Betty, love to have you come. Can you bring some greens with you? Ask. Oh, yeah, I can do that. If they can't cook, have them bring ice. But you got to consider, it's kind of like the Thanksgiving. Everybody brought something for the table. Let people bring stuff. Let them give. Let them be a part of the great celebration of pulling the celebration together. Another big stressor, shopping and driving. Can I get a witness on this? Anybody get stressed driving just today? Or especially when it's the Christmas. The other day I was leaving work and there were three, before I went 10 minutes, there were three big honking events that were going on. So somebody lost their mind, did something stupid because they're not paying attention, and somebody else is stressed out the gills and is honking at them like crazy. So how about we just send a little bit of grace to these folks? If somebody is in such a rush that they got to get in front of you, let them. It's not a competition. So they're jerks. That's people, and that's fine. Let them be jerks. Let's say you're shopping and somebody is rude to you. You can choose to be offended, or you can choose to say, that's a rude person. You don't know what's going on in their head. You don't have any idea what's happened to them. So if, again, we extend a little grace to these folks, you're not going to lose your mind. You're not going to lose your Christmas spirit. You're out shopping, somebody cuts you off. Yeah, let it go. Guess what? You might be that person in a few minutes cutting somebody else off because you didn't realize what you were doing. And ultimately with driving, the study that I read, this is probably 30 plus years ago. A study was done in New York City about driving in New York City. And they had an area to go to. I think it was a 20-minute, 30-minute drive, whatever it was. And they timed the people. One person was supposed to drive like a maniac. I mean, just aggressive as you can get. The other person was driving courteously, following the speed limit. The person who got to the destination that was driving nuts got there 5 minutes in advance, just 5 minutes. That's all that he saved by driving dangerously. Now I get to be in the car and I've become kind of I can change personalities in the car. And I've had to talk to myself, and from where I'm going, it might make 2 minutes of difference between my office and my house. And I will literally tell myself, take a breath. It says, David, 2 minutes. Is it 2 minutes to lose your mind? Is it 2 minutes to get out of peace? Is it 2 minutes to lose your life? Because you can get in a wreck trying to make people do what they need to do drive courteously. You can lose your life in that, not just your peace, and not just get stressed. So keep that in mind. And I literally will tell myself that I'll even throw up 2 fingers. 2 minutes, David, is 2 minutes. Is it worth it? It's 2 minutes. Take that deep breath in, blow it out, and let them go. All right. So we're going to talk about the top hacks. Is this what this was about? The first hack is how do you work with your mental, emotional state? And that's what we just went through. But let's go through some hacks for you. Number 1, drink water. Not big problem that I have with patients in my office is drink the water. Please drink water. You're dehydrated. You can't heal without water. Water carries everything for you. Water is a highway to get all the nutrients in and the waste products out. Drink water. Well, guess what? In the wintertime, particularly during when you're busy and it's not hot and you're sweating, people aren't drinking water because they're not thinking about it. You'll dehydrate as much or faster during cold weather than you do during hot weather. Go up north and ask the people that live in the cold north. They'll tell you they dehydrate. So you got to drink the water. How much water? 64 ounces a day. Can you drink coffee, tea, Coke with that? No, that's part of the problem. Drink water. Now, if you want to have some herbal teas and stuff like that, that you can do. Stuff with caffeine in it, sugar in it, carbonated? No. Red Bulls? No. The answer is no. The answer is water. So drink water. The other things to do is to have your supplements, keep your supplements going, because our food is nutrient poor. We just can't get the nutrients in the food. And supplementation is going to help with that tremendously. Sunlight. This is what we're not getting when it gets cooler. Get out, get some sunlight. It is a natural antidepressant. In Northern Europe, they have rooms where you go into a room because it's like winter for 6 months or 3 months that people get depressed. They have rooms where you go in to get ultraviolet. They have sun tanning rooms, not beds, rooms where you'll get 10, 20 people in there paid for by the government so you don't get depressed and don't commit suicide. Suicide rates are real high there because they're not getting sunlight. And sunlight's going to help you sleep better. Okay? So you need that sunlight to work with this. Take a walk. Even if it's around your apartment complex, down the street and back, 5 minutes down and back, 10 minutes down and back. Get outside, take some walks. Or you know what? The easiest way to get that while you're shopping and running around? Park far away from the entrance. Not as far as you can, but park far away from the entrance and go into the store. Instead of fighting for that one that's right up front, park further away. What's that going to do for you? It's going to unwind you, relax you. It's going to get circulation throughout your body. It's going to get the lymphatics to work. It's going to calm your brain. It's great for you. So walk there. And then guess what? When you get done shopping, you got to walk back to your car. So you're getting your walking in. If you shop a lot, you're going to get your walking in by parking further away from the door, and you're going to feel more revitalized and invigorated. But I'm walking when I'm shopping. No, you're stopping and shopping. Walking is walking. Shopping is different. So you got to walk. That's going to be tremendous for you. Walk the dog if you're at home and you're not shopping. All right. Another thing, number 5, eat smart. Eat smart. Now, for y'all that know me, what does that mean? Eat lots of greens, lots of vegetables, a little bit of meat. Oh, fruits in there too, but not as much meat as what we've been eating. Eat lots of greens. That's where we get most of our nutrition from. It's easier to digest. Now, if you need protein, yeah, we need the protein, but most of our nutrients that keep our body running are coming from the greens and leafy greens and the legumes and things like that we're eating. So eat smart, if you would. And particularly, everybody knows, stay away from the fast food. Obviously, if you're out shopping, you got to get something to eat, try to eat a little smarter. Leave off the fries. If they have a salad place someplace, get that. But yeah, so obviously if we go through the lines, if you're eating out at a restaurant because you're shopping, or it's because family, or you're just eating out, eat your greens first. Order something that has a lot of greens. So greens, healthier for you. Drink water. Okay. Now sleep. I can't say enough about getting enough sleep. You got to get enough sleep. So if you're having trouble going to sleep, we have a patient that grows hemp and sells hemp. Well, the hemp that he's utilizing helps with pain, anxiety, and sleep. It helps you go to sleep. It relaxes you. And so that's something, if anybody's interested, you can PM me or message me on this, and I'll get you in contact with him. But he's got a great product. I have it. I'm giving it some samples out at the office for patients to try and utilize, and we have some folks that are very interested and want to purchase it. I'm not selling it, but he is, and it's a tremendous, great product, very high quality, and it's legal in the state of Texas. It is inspected so that it doesn't have the THC in it, so it's absolutely no wacky weed a part of this. You can drink the tea throughout the day, so if you have a stressful day, you can do that, but it will help you sleep at night. Obviously, supplementation is taking your supplements. A lot of you have gone over these things, and you just take the supplements. At my office, we have one called Sleep Factors that is tremendous. Works great on folks. Melatonin, 5-HTP, other products that we carry, you can get those elsewhere. Melatonin will help you go to sleep, and 5-HTP helps you stay asleep. Guess what sunlight helps you produce? Melatonin. So, but sometimes we need extra with that, and that helps us with the sleeping, going into being able to relax, put things down. But there's magnesium deficiency in all of our food, everything magnesium deficient in our diet. And magnesium helps with the brain, helps with the nerves, helps with the circulatory system. In fact, every cell of the body needs magnesium to work. So there's a product that I highly recommend. It's called Calm. Now, if you have a magnesium supplementation that you're taking that is absorbable, then by all means take that. We have Calm that I utilize, and it's available at all most of the grocery stores. And I'll just put that in my nighttime tea that we use for helping to sleep, and that's chamomile tea. Or if you want to do some other relaxing tea that you have, then just add some magnesium or this Calm to it, and it helps you sleep, helps you relax, helps everything for you. And finally, there's something else for sleeping that you can do. This is kind of on the, I won't say new age, but this is advanced not electronics, but energetics medicine, is using a solfeggio frequency. What this is it is a frequency that when you hear it, it has a calming effect on the body. And so what I do with this, you can get this on YouTube. So write it down, is I'll type in 396 or solfeggio 396 dark screen rain. So I like to have the rain sound as a white noise. If you have a dark screen, it's not keeping you up at night. And your solfeggio frequency 396 is the frequency you want to help you sleep. So that'll pull it up on YouTube, and you click on one of those things, and the dark screen starts to play. You put your phone down, and you play that for you. Now, if you have somebody that you're living with that's in the room doesn't like that, you put in earbuds, and that's what you do. And if somebody's snoring, you put that in. It helps over there. The snoring won't bother you. So those are some sleep hacks some help with the sleep hacks. It's going to help everything else. Next thing, sour stomach. Anybody get a sour stomach, indigestion, things like that? We get a lot of people talking about this time of year. Why? Because they're stressed, their acid levels are going up, plus they're eating bad foods, wrong foods, drinking wrong things. So what do you do for that? Stop drinking sodas, energy drinks, too much coffee, sugars, snacks, Christmas foods. Stop it. Just stop it. Stop it. Have a little bit here and there, but let your stomach rest. Save the goodies for the next month. So I'm very fortunate we have patients that love us and bring us snacks and goodies, and I share with the staff. Well, most of the stuff I share with the staff, but I don't eat it all right then. I set it aside. Actually, some of the stuff I'll hide from myself because I'll forget about it, and they go, "Oh, there it is," so that I won't eat these things. So anyway, that's kind of a little thing that you can work with. Is stop doing these things. It's going to upset your stomach. But your herbal teas are going to help with this. What herbal teas? I'm glad you asked. Herbal teas, peppermint and ginger root. And you can get those in tea bags. It's so easy to do it. And you just steep the tea bag for 3 minutes, and down it goes. And if it's at night, add some magnesium to that, add the Calm to it. The magnesium can actually, because of the formulation that's in there, can help calm the stomach down as well. So, and that's why do you have peppermint after dinner mints or peppermint? Well, they were designed to help you with indigestion and digest your food. Yes, we were lost. Why do we have peppermint? And of course, a lot of people are using essential oils, you can obviously use those as well. But that's going to help with the sour stomach. And if it really doesn't, you can't get rid of it, getting some of the calm and mixing that up is kind of like an Alka-Seltzer. And that will work really well for you. Okay, headaches are another problem. Let's get some hacks on headaches. Number one reason for headaches is dehydration. What does that mean again? We go back to what I said, some of the very basics of drink water. How much water? 64 ounces. I don't like that answer, but that's the answer. And water is not sodas. Okay? Drink the water and that'll get your headaches gone. Number one. Other thing we have at the office that we use all the time, I mean, it just knocks them out, is Inflamax. It is an herbal compound that increases the circulation to the brain. That which is dehydrated, the brain is shrinking up. It says, I need water. You open that back up and the blood supply gets to go in there and hydrate the brain. And we have herbs in there that will decrease pain. So great product. I use it all the time. You can obviously get your own mixtures of different herbals that will work for you. For y'all at the office that know this, we use tennis balls. Put 2 tennis balls into a sock, tie it together real tight so the tennis balls stay next to each other. You lay down on your back, put the tennis balls at the base of the skull, and where you got all those knots tied up in there, boom, lets them go. Headache's gone. You're taking a nap. Fantastic there. And if you want to ask me more questions about that, tell me to make a video to do with that, and I'll make a video for it. Okay. Massage. Obviously, getting a massage is going to be great, but do you have the time for it? And you can get massages at home, maybe. You can go out and get the massage if you have the time for it, as long as it doesn't put you into a more stressed state. Okay? So massage is great. I recommend using a product called TheraWorks. I use it in the office, and I recommend people buy it and use it at home. TheraWorks is a product that was designed to help stop cramps, and it can help stop a cramp in as little as 3 minutes. Fantastic product. You can buy it at the office. You can buy it at Walgreens. Do not get the knockoff at Walgreens. It doesn't work as well. But TheraWorks great, calming down the muscles, releasing the spasms both in the shoulders and into the neck. Obviously, what I do is do an adjustment, and we can get adjustments, get a headache gone as soon as I get the adjustment in, because you have a nerve that's overexciting to the brain and it's shutting off blood supply going to the brain. And then for the adjustment, that starts to relax everything else around you. So it depends on the time you got it, you're able to get in. But these are hacks that you can do at home. Obviously, if you stay in adjustment, you get a lot fewer headaches. Cramping. How many people start cramping up, particularly at night after your day is done? Guess what the number one thing you got to look at? Hydration. What does that go back to? Water. I know, broken record. Drink the water. Calm. We've talked about the calm and muscle spasms. That's going to help with the cramping as well. We have a product at the office that has magnesium in it, but it also has other herbals that helps you to relax. And that's called Baldrian Plus. And these herbs are specifically designed to go to the muscles and give them the nutrients that they need and some of the herbal stimulation to allow that to stop. Okay. And then again, we talk about the cramping, the TheraWorks. Let's go back to that. Lastly, health hacks for neck pain, back pain, body aches. I feel like bad. Please do your exercises. Get up in the morning, do your exercises when you get dressed. When you go to bed, do your exercises when you go to bed. If you do them throughout the day, you're better off. But you got to get ready for work, and you got to get ready for the day, and you got to get ready for bed. That's just do them then. So do your exercises then. And obviously, my biggest recommendation is to come see me, get your chiropractic treatments in, or go to, if you have another chiropractor, go there, another state. I don't know who's online right now, but go to whoever and get your chiropractic treatments in. It does great for the body, and letting the brain to communicate to the whole body, and the body communicate to the brain properly. So I want you to remember this at the very end. Again, we're keeping it at 30 minutes, doing a great job. We'll take questions and answers in just a minute. I want you to remember this. This is Christmas. What does Christmas mean? What is it, at your core, what does it mean? To me, it's not just a religious holiday. It's so much more to me. This is Christmas. This is the most special holiday of the year. And in remembering this, I want you to remember that if the meal is not perfect, it's still Christmas. If a loved one doesn't show up or you feel slighted, please remember it's still Christmas. And even if things don't go according to your plan or the plan, it's still Christmas. Let's celebrate Christmas together. You can choose to be joyful or you can choose to be stressed out. Let's choose joyful. So we're going to take some questions here. And if you would, in your comment section, if you will let us know your address, we're going to send you a prize. I told you when we sent this stuff out, those that are 10 are going to get a prize. And I want to give you a bottle of a product that we just got in that's incredibly effective. I believe it's called Stress Ease or Calm Ease. And it is dynamite. So I want to send that to you as a gift for participating. This is a season of giving. Let me give this to you. So if you put your address in there, then we'll get this sent out to you and bless you with that. And hopefully we'll get it out right away. If we don't, I'm sorry, it'll be on back order. I think we got it in the office today. But we're going to send you a gift with that. And additionally, we want to add another gift to this. If you'd like to get some help with either just straight up the conditions that we've talked about, if you would like to get some help with regenerative medicine, which our practice isn't just chiropractic and isn't just the holistic medicine or the functional medicine that we do with herbs and diet and nutrition, but we've also added a medical component where we're able to regenerate joints, particularly knees, hips, backs, and necks. And the regenerative medicine is using growth factors such as PRP, Wharton's jelly, stem cells, exosomes. And we are getting some fantastic results. We're also getting fantastic results with peripheral neuropathies. One gal with one treatment, she could feel the floor again with her feet. We have another gal that you've seen hopefully in the filler before we got started. She was in a wheelchair for 2 to 3 years, and we got her out of the wheelchair walking in 6 months. Now she's strengthening up still today, but she was able to walk again. We have knees that aren't hurting anymore. And I will tell on myself, when I was in the hospital for so long with the heart transplant, everything in my body crashed. My back compressed from old injuries. Some of you know me, that I've been kind of active and kind of not shy about getting out and being physical. And so from being stuck in the hospital, the discs in my low back collapsed, causing a lot of pain and discomfort. My right hip with arthritis in it is now reversing. I'm able to walk normal. And soon I'll be back into playing racquetball. And for some of my patients and friends that are pickleball fans, I will try pickleball as well. But I'm getting my life back physically from these joints. So we have those available as well. If you'd like to get started with that, get an evaluation with the x-rays and a treatment, an EPAT treatment, we're offering that today at $89. So if you want that, let us know. We'll get back with you on that and get you scheduled for an appointment. And in fact, I'll extend it to your family and your friends. If you reference tonight's webinar and they get a hold of me, give them my information. If you reference that information to them, then I'll extend that courtesy, that gift to them through the month of December. Now, if they want to come in afterwards, you want to come in afterwards for these things, obviously, we'll do that. But if you want that discounted price, you need to sign up. Now, we won't be able to see you because we're already filled up for the rest of the holiday season. I mean, we want to have somebody, bow out. So please call and we'll get you online or get you on the list of waiting lists. But we'll get you in January to get started, or see if we can help you and get you started towards, pain resolution, joint regeneration. and getting your body healthier and younger. So along that line, Chris, do
We do, Doctor. It's been great tonight. There's been some great feedback and some great comments. Let me go through just a couple of them here. I'll go back and forth so we're not talking over each other. First of all, some good comments about some of the stressor releasers that you put in there, and just talking about being able to let go, especially when we're driving, is 2 minutes worth of the peace of mind as you're driving. Absolutely, just being able to make good choices like that, and then. I think Robin brought up a lot of people are going through other stuff. We just got to remember that they've got their own issues and they may be having a bad day. Absolutely. Okay, here's some questions that deal with maybe some of the things you talked about. We were talking about eating healthy. What about fish? Is fish something that you'd want us to push heavily? Is that something you're pro on, or does that need to be done in moderation? What do you feel like? Robin wanted to know about fish in particular.
Well, there's a big hype that, the fish is poisoned. Got heavy metals in it. Guess what? Everything we're eating has poison and heavy metals in it. So this big scare that was put in about, don't eat the tuna, don't eat the fish. I'm not buying it. There's some research or information that says it's in there. Well, guess what? We need to do heavy metal detoxifications on a regular basis, because it's not just fish. So fish is a great source of protein. I believe it's really good. Where I do have difficulty is any farm-raised fish that is not produced in the United States, or any farm-raised fish that is produced in the Orient. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. There was a season in America where they were producing tilapia farms, and they were feeding the dead fish back to the live fish. Well, guess where we got mad cow disease from? They were grinding up dead cows that died from a disease and feeding it as a protein back to the cows. Cows are not designed to be cannibals. And they got the virus went into the cows' brains and killed all the cows, or both the cows that died from it. So I'm a fan of fish. I like going fishing and eating my fish. So yeah, I'm a fish fan. You just have to know where it's sourced from. And wild caught, I believe, is the best. Farm raised, so like the farm raised salmon. If they have to dye the salmon pink, it's not good. If you find salmon that isn't a vibrant pink, don't buy it. It's farm raised and it doesn't have the nutrients that you want in there. Okay, so I hope that answers the question.
So Lori would like to know. So that's good stuff there. Lori would like to know, is it okay to put lemon and orange in the water? You were talking about hydrating and drinking plenty of water. What about lemon or orange in water?
Good question. Excellent question. Excellent question. So most of my water that I drink, especially if I'm going out, the water going out's got all kinds of credit and it tastes bad. So I always put lemon in that, or lime. I like lime better. But on a regular basis, just go. So when I get tanked up in the morning, I drink lots of water at the house, and then I get my big Bubba jug. And in my Bubba jug, I will get the filtered water. It's best to have distilled water, but I haven't got the space to put in a distilled water tank, and I just should do it, but I haven't done it. But in my double filtered water, I will put a splash of orange juice in it. Flavor's a little bit different. And I read some articles that was saying that if you drink water with orange juice in it throughout the day, it helps you lose weight, it helps your body go into metabolism. I think it probably has something to do with being able to have a sugar to get your metabolic rate to have your carbohydrates to work, and to be able to then use proteins if you need them, or break down proteins. So yeah, I'm a big fan of adding some lemon, some lime, some orange juice into that, oranges into it. I am cautious about this. Consider when you buy an orange, lemon, lime, how clean is the peel? So I never put a peel in my water. Plus, if you do that, it starts making it bitter. The peel makes it bitter. So if you want to put the peel in there, which the bitter is really good for you, you have to soak that in some soda water, or some water with baking soda in that. And again, that's one of the things with vegetables. Oh, that's another issue. That's another topic. But yeah, it's great to put that in the water. Sorry, I can just go on and on about these things.
Good stuff. Okay. Robin would like to know, are there specific herbs that are uniquely designed for relieving pain? Pain relief through herbs. Anything in that realm that you'd like to comment on?
One of the things I just commented on was the CBDs. Uh, they blow it out of the water. And so Mark, my friend that we'll get you in touch with, has an excellent, very high quality, high content of CBDs that help with pain. Like I said, pain, anxiety, and sleep. Now, it won't make you sleepy during the day, but when you get to the level that you want to go to sleep, it allows you to go to sleep. So that's a big one right there for pain relief. Generally, with pain, you're looking at an inflammation process. So the anti-inflammatories, curcumin, quercetin, um, baldrian or valerian root, hops, those all help calm things down for us and help with the pain. Off the top of my head, I can't think of another herbal that goes. There are multiple ones in there, and I apologize. Send me a DM or something on this, and I will get back with you on that.
I could comment. You've helped me with the valerian root. Has been fantastic for me. I take 2 of those at night, and I have not had weird. A lot of times I'll get weird dreams with the melatonin. I know that's had some effects, but I've had a lot better success with the valerian root. So for what that's worth, I want to throw that in. Robin did want to follow up and ask, most of these items you have in stock, that you allow people to test sometimes. So I know there's a question of how do I get that one way or the other, whether you've got a sample of it or you can help them find that. I've found that you've been a great resource to help me find some of these supplements and so forth, because they all fit together and they all work together to help relieve that pain and help relieve that stress. I have a quick question for you myself. So let's say something has triggered my stress and I'm feeling it in my shoulders and I'm feeling it up in my neck. Would you maybe give us 1 or 2 quick little exercises or something we can do as we start feeling that coming on? Maybe as the people are, friends and family are arriving, what can I do to kind of reverse that before it starts really getting bad and going into other symptoms?
Okay. So first thing to do, what's going to help with the stress, it's going to help with the muscles, is to breathe deeply. First thing is just do that deep breathing, because guess what? When you do that deep breathing, you're very intentional with that, and your shoulders will go from up here to start to drop. Just because when you breathe, you have to breathe everything in, and when you breathe out, those shoulders drop. And so breathing's very easy. Hydrate when you get there, so you get some circulation into there. So to get those muscles to release immediately, do that deep breath. For the stretches that you can do is obviously you just drop the neck straight down, put the hands here, and let that just pull a little to the side, pull a little to the side, get back up. Pull your shoulders up real hard and tight. Tighten up your neck, tighten up your shoulders. Take that breath in, blow the breath out. The muscles are letting go. There's a couple of very simple things that you just do right then, and immediately it starts to work. So the other stretches that we can do with that, and we can do the side stretches, this and that, but that's not going to target those fibers that are back here. And then obviously, depending on what you're doing, what your position is doing the tennis balls at the base of the skull, and then breathe while you're doing the tennis balls. Does that answer the question?
I think it helped me tremendously. Basically, I think Lori came back and wanted to know, can you say a little bit more on the 2 tennis ball exercise? Does that help with just the headaches, or does it also help just relieving the tension as well? Maybe expand on that exercise one more time.
Absolutely. We'll get a video out of this so I can actually let you click on something so you can see how it works. Basically, you get 2 tennis balls, tie the sock together, not real tight. So you get an orphan sock, okay? And you tie it together real tight so they're stuck right next to each other. And they'll do this. And so where they rise up fits very nicely at the base of the skull. So you lay on the floor, carpeted, because the balls will move around a lot. You lay on the floor, you put the tennis balls at the base of your skull. You get a little wash rag or something, and you put it underneath your neck, so you're not moving the tennis balls back like this. So your tennis balls, your skull is sitting on top of that, and it's not riding down. So it sits right on top. You got 2 pressure points at the base of your skull, and you have fibers, suboccipital fibers is what they're called. The muscles right at the base of the skull. Well, they act as a signaler to the brain of what's going on. So as those receptors inside those muscles get tightened up, they keep tightening up, and the brain goes, "Oh, tighten them up more." So as you lay there on the tennis balls, something a little underneath, so the tennis balls don't slide off, go down into your neck, and you just lay there, knees bent, back flat, your body starts to relax. It will immediately help the fibers that may be firing into your brain, causing the headache, to relax. It'll let those fibers relax, let blood supply go to your brain. Like I said, water, hydration. But if this is locked up, the blood vessels can't give the circulation. So that opens up the circulation to the brain. And as you lay there, you get to breathe deeply and relax, and that calms the whole body down. Again, we have responses just like dogs do. And Cesar Millan. If you haven't watched Cesar Millan, go watch them on YouTube, because they don't always not on TV any longer. But that's going to help to do that. So again, if that doesn't make sense, send us a message on this and how we get back with you. And Chris will make that video, and we'll get that over to you.
Absolutely. Great stuff. Thank you so much for everybody that asked a question. Great comments. That's really covered everything tonight, David. I do know we had a couple of requests offline. People want to see your Santa video. There was a big hit. So I think as we leave, I want to give you the opportunity to make one last statement. If you want to remind anybody of what's coming early next year, and also the special that you're offering tonight, I'll give you a chance to do that, and you can send us out, and I will end by running that video. So from my standpoint, thank you everybody, all your comments, great stuff. And we hope you'll take these videos and pass them on. You should get a link to watch this on demand later. And it makes it very easy to pass on to someone else who's suffering from pain unnecessarily. So with that, David, I'm going to hand it back to you, and then we'll wrap things up with your Santa video.
Thank you so much, everybody. I appreciate that request for the Santa video. I just love that thing. Take to heart what I've said, if you would. I think it will help you tremendously. My passion is to help people. My passion is that you get well, that you live a wonderful life. And particularly for this season of Christmas, I don't like all the institutional stuff. I like people. I like having joy. I like having peace. And I hope that this short webinar has been able to help you do that. And I want you to know that for my patients that are on, I love you tremendously. For those that are not patients and are watching and observing, I don't know you, but I hope you hear my heart, my compassion for you, and that if you need my help, let me help you. And I make it real easy to find out if I might be able to help you. And if I can't help you, I'll send you to somebody that I think that can help you. So again, if you'd like to take advantage of the $89, get started, figure out what's going on, please take advantage of that. And like I said, if it's a family member that needs this, I will extend that, or friends that you want to extend that to. If they contact the office by the end of the year, we'll extend that Christmas gift to them as well. So I guess signing off is thank you. Have a fabulous Christmas and enjoy the little video clip. Thank you so much.
Merry Christmas. This is the most wonderful time of the year.
You make me feel there are songs to be sung, bells to be rung.
But it's also one of the most stressful times of the year.
No, wait. This is Christmas, the season of perpetual hope.
You have all kinds of stress showing up right now. How about shopping with rude people? How about your decorating debacles? Crazy family in-laws show up.
I just hope I haven't been a nuisance. Help! Air so damn dry.
And then obviously there's a huge financial stress that gets everybody.
Glad you come. How about some of that good spaghetti? You got everything.
You have unexpected disasters going on in the kitchen. And you have parties that you'd rather not attend.
Oh, great.
All this leads up to an emotional and physical stress. With all the holiday stress is trying to suck the joy out of your Christmas, I want to invite you to a brief webinar with holiday hacks for your health and well-being. Let's make sure that your Christmas is full of peace on earth, join me on December the 19th at 7:30 p.m. for about a 30-minute webinar. We'll have time for questions and answers. But these are simple things that you can do to help enjoy the season and not succumb to being a Grinch.
Yes! Down the size of the hat. This time, I'll keep it all.
And by the way, for all of you that sign in, we'll have a gift for you.
A gift? A gift for me?
So Merry Christmas. I hope that I can help you, and I hope you have a wonderful Christmas season.